Hello, I am Chandler Klebs, and here is another episode of the Chandler and Miranda Show. See, I have my friend Miranda here over, and we were going to record some videos, and, well, the doorbell rang, and, okay, so this guy gives me, this Jehovah's Witness guy gives me this weird paper here, and this is, like, weird because this is the second time this has happened. Like, I've been with Miranda. One time it happened at the Hy-Vee Cafe. We were talking
about, like,
we were talking about God and all that, all that kind of stuff. And then the guy hears and then gives me something, and I'm like, okay, like, and then this happens again. This is weird, like Miranda, like I'm with Miranda.
And we keep talking about something.
Yeah, we're always So this is just funny, and so I get so this guy gives me this thing, and I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Hey, it says you are invited.
Yeah, I'm invited to something on Monday, April 14th, 2014. And see, I'm gonna read this because see, this is weird. Millions will be coming. Will you? What is the event? The memorial of Jesus Christ's death. On the night before he died, Jesus instructed his disciples to commemorate the sacrifice that he was about to make. He told them, "Keep doing this in remembrance of me." Luke 22:19. The anniversary of Jesus' death falls on Monday, April 14, 2014. After sundown, Jehovah's Witnesses invite you, your family, and your friends to listen to a brief talk on that date. The talk will explain why Jesus' death is so important. You are also invited to a special Bible talk entitled, "Why Would a Loving God Permit Wickedness?" That's interesting, yeah. Okay. This free event will take place at the time and place shown below. And because I don't know my way around Lee Summit, I don't even know where that is, and so, like, I don't know. It sounds like you listen to some talk about it. But I want to, like, I think that we should talk about this. Because I don't want to just listen to somebody else tell me why Jesus' death is important. I'm like, I want to talk about it, like people need to actually have a discussion. But people don't usually do that.
I know.
You know, I don't hear people do that. Like, and I used to Google, like, why did Jesus die? And you
don't understand why?
No, I really don't, see? Because they get all complex. They get all, like, and there's this, it's almost like, you see it on several websites. It's like the same thing, like they've copy-pasted this almost exact same thing. Something about sins and Jesus paying the price for our sins and all. And that's what I've read, but I don't get it.
Why don't you get it?
Well, because I don't know what sin is. And I don't understand how killing one person is going to somehow make something better.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't see, like, for example, let me give you an example. Like, you know, say a woman is raped, okay, which happens, and then people, they say, oh, well, if the woman gets pregnant, we should kill the baby.
No, they should.
That's what they do, though. That's what they say. Well, you know, we should kill the baby, and they say stuff like, well, it's not fair for the woman to be punished with the child just because she was raped. And I hate it when they talk like that. And I'm like, so this idea is, okay, the man does something wrong. It's wrong to rape people. At least I think so. I think it's really not nice.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but then they get, oh, well, rather than doing something about the rape, they don't try to end rape. They don't try to figure out what causes that or why someone would do that.
Well, it's just because it's always going to be around, and we can't, you know, control everyone. If sin is already in the world, it's going to stay in the world until the end of the world, when Jesus comes back.
Well,
people are going to keep doing what they're doing regardless of people trying to stop it.
Well, okay. I don't know. I don't think people have to be that way. Like,
they don't have to, but they choose to be that way, which is really sad.
Right, and I choose not to be that way. So what I'm saying, though, is how do people think that killing the baby is somehow a right thing? Why don't, like, if anything, if they're going to kill somebody, you could think they could kill the rapist, right? You would think so. You know, but then, no, they kill the baby.
That's just horrible.
It is horrible. And that's the way I look at it too. And so I just don't understand. And I'm like, well, why would an innocent baby die? And I look at Jesus and I'm like, well, that's the same thing. An innocent man died, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how I see it. And I don't know. I feel like there's just something messed up in this world. And so I think we need to talk about all these different factors. We need to talk about what sin is. We need to talk about who Jesus is. We need to talk about why he died. And I think, that's what people don't want to talk about. And they're like what you said, they're like, oh, well, sin's always going to be in the world until the end of the world. And I'm like, is there anything we can do to end this world a little sooner? You know what I mean?
It's up to God when he wants to come back. A day to him is like nothing compared to what we think a day is.
But does God know what's going on down here?
Oh, yeah. He sees everything.
Well, then what's he waiting for? Isn't there some way to...
Even God doesn't know the exact time or he will come back. No one knows the day or the hour.
But...
It's in the Bible. I read it.
See, I don't like that. Because I want to know.
Not even the Father himself knows.
See, I want to know what's going on here. To me, this is a big deal. And
I mean, he knows, but, like, it's hard to I read that, but...
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and so I know people say that. I've heard that all my life. And I'm like, but I want to know.
Yeah, well, you can't always know everything.
Yeah. Well...
Because our minds are nothing, like...
Remember, like the ant brain.
Remember the ant? When we were talking about that, they mentioned that, on Sunday yesterday.
Has that where you've been hearing this stuff about insect brains and stuff like that?
No.
But I mean,
it's just what we talked about that was used. Like, it's weird for me. I noticed that whatever me and my dad talk about and what we say is always used on Sunday sermons in some way, and it's just really, really weird. But we think it's awesome. Like, because everything we talk about is somehow used on Sunday.
I know, and then weird stuff happens. Like you show up, and then the Jehovah's Witness guy shows up with the thing about Jesus. And isn't that what we've been talking?
I don't know if that's coincidence or not. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, like, here's the deal. Like, isn't that what we've been talking about? We've been talking about stuff like this.
Yeah.
And in some of our previous videos, we were talking about some of this stuff. And so this is cool. This is like episode 7 of our video series. And this is cool stuff, but this is freaky. And so here's the deal. If I let these videos get too long, I'm not even going to upload. So I'm going to end this video, but after this, we're going to have to record videos on each different topic. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. This is going to be so awesome.
Okay.